Have you ever just stopped and wondered how all this stuff around us actually works? I mean, everything, from the tiniest little particles you can't even see, all the way up to these massive swirling galaxies out in space. It turns out there's one single science that connects it all, and that's physics. So today we're going to dive in and unpack exactly what it is, and maybe more importantly, why you should care. I mean, think about it. Ever wonder how your phone just works? Or how we can actually predict the weather? It all kind of feels like magic, right? But that smartphone in your pocket, the GPS that keeps you from getting lost, even that weather app you check every morning, none of it's magic. Not at all. It's all built on a single, universal rulebook. And you guessed it, that rulebook is physics. Okay, so let's get right down to it. What is physics anyway? I'm not talking about just another class you had to take in high school. What does it actually mean? Let's break it down. Well, at its very heart, physics is really just the quest to understand the fundamental laws of the universe. It's all about figuring out the rules of the game, you know? It asks the big questions. What is everything made of? We call that matter. And what are the forces that make all that matter move and bump into each other and change? That's what physics is all about. Now, obviously, the universe is, well, it's a huge, incredibly complicated place, right? So to even begin to make sense of it all, physicists have to break it down. They use different lenses, so to speak, to focus on specific areas. Let's check out a few of the big ones. First up, you've got mechanics. And honestly, this is the physics of motion you see all around you every single day. Just look at this car factory. Every single moving part, from those giant robotic arms swinging around, right down to the tiny bolts being tightened, it's all running on the principles of mechanics. Then we have thermodynamics. Now, this is the science of heat and energy. It explains how a car engine, like the one being built on that assembly line, can take fuel and turn it into raw motion. It's also the secret behind how your fridge works, literally pumping heat out to keep your food cold. You could basically call it the science of power. All right, next up, geometrical optics. This branch is all about light, how it behaves, how it moves, and you use it all the time. Every time you snap a photo with your phone, put on your glasses to see clearly, or even just browse the internet, chances are that data is flying through fiber optic cables. All of that is thanks to our understanding of how to control light. And that brings us to the really wild stuff, modern physics. This is where things get, well, a little strange. We're talking about quantum mechanics, this bizarre world where tiny particles can literally be in two places at the same time. And we've got Einstein's theory of relativity, which completely turned our understanding of gravity on its head, showing us it's actually the fabric of space-time itself that's bending. It's mind-blowing stuff. So, okay, those are some of the big ideas. But where does the rubber meet the road? Where do you actually see all this stuff? The honest truth is, physics is like this invisible engine, and it's powering pretty much every single part of our modern lives. I mean, seriously, you don't have to look far. Just look at the device you're watching this on right now. Think about it. Every tiny microchip inside, every Wi-Fi signal it's picking up, every single little pixel lighting up on the screen, it's all just a masterpiece of applied physics. It's like this incredible symphony of electricity, magnetism, and electronics all working together perfectly. And it's not just our gadgets. Physics is literally what moves us, whether you're just driving across town or hopping on a plane to fly across the world. You know, the design of every single car, every airplane, it all relies on those principles we just talked about, mechanics and thermodynamics. And hey, even the awesome robots that put them together are all operating on those exact same laws of physics. But the impact of physics goes even deeper than that. It gets right down to our health and to the energy that keeps our entire world running. Just think for a second. Medical tech like X-rays and MRI scans, that's physics. The power plants and solar panels that light up our cities, yep, physics again. Even the super complex models that predict the weather, it's all physics. It's just woven into the very fabric of our daily lives. And here's what's really incredible to me. Physics doesn't just sit off in its own little corner. Nope. It's like the ultimate team player. It's the foundational bedrock that so many other fields of science are built on. I mean, check this out. Mathematics is basically the language physics speaks, and then physics turns around and explains the atomic structure that drives all of chemistry. That same understanding gives biology amazing tools like MRI scans that can see inside our bodies. And for engineering, well, physics provides the fundamental rulebook for building, well, everything. It really does connect it all. So, with a foundation that's this important and with connections to so many other fields, you might be wondering, what can I actually do with physics? Well, it turns out it opens the door to a ton of amazing careers. You could go into engineering, electrical, mechanical, you name it. Or you could work in tech, developing things like renewable energy. How about medicine? You could be a medical physicist, working with that cutting-edge imaging technology. You could even be a meteorologist, forecasting the weather and tracking our climate. Or, hey, you could become a teacher and inspire the next generation of scientists. The possibilities are huge. And this quote right here, it just nails it. Physics helps us understand how things work. It is essential for technological advancements. See, understanding how things work isn't just some boring academic exercise. It's the key. It's the thing that unlocks all of our technological progress. That right there is the real power of physics. So, from the absolute smallest building blocks of matter to the jaw-dropping scale of the entire cosmos, physics is our guide. It's really the story of our endless quest for knowledge, right? A journey that has absolutely transformed our world and how we see our place in the universe. And the best part? That journey is nowhere near finished. Scientists are pushing the boundaries every single day, which leaves us with one really exciting question to think about. What incredible secret is physics going to unlock next?